Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm 15 and pregnant. Um, I'm gonna start making YouTube videos throughout my pregnancy, and this is going to be my first video. And I'm going to explain how I found out I was pregnant, how my family found out, and how I told my boyfriend. So, well, first off, I just found out like a week ago, and also, I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years and 5 months. Um, well, I never really thought I could get pregnant to begin with, ever, and I just, didn't see it happening. No one sees getting pregnant happening unless, they planned it. But I definitely did not plan it. Um, so, I, was thinking, like, before, I was like, I've been missing my period, and I was kind of already worried about it. So, I had just talked to my boyfriend about it. I was like, I need to go to the doctors, or I need to go get a test, go buy a test and stuff like that, because I need to know what's going on in my body. I haven't had my period, and I'm missing my period, and blah blah blah. So he was like, okay. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I got him a medication doctor, which is where I had to go. So I went and got, I was going to get my medication, obviously. So the doctor was asking me all these questions. She's like, are you sexually active? And my mom answered for me. She was like, yes, she is. And she's like, is there any chance you could be pregnant? I was like, no. And she's like, okay, so you're not sexually active. And I was like, wait, yes, I am. And then she was like, okay, then it's mandatory that I do a test on you. I was like, oh god. I started like kind of freaking out. So I texted my boyfriend right then and there. I was like, oh my god, she's about to make me do a pregnancy test, and I'm freaking out. So she gave me a cup, and I was like, oh, I can't pee, I can't do it. And she's like, well, you better go try or something. And I was like, well, maybe I need some water first. So she gave me a cup, and I went and drank some water. I was like, okay, I think I can go pee now. Went to the bathroom, and I was in there for like 10 minutes deciding, do I really want to go out there? Do I really want to hand this to her? Do I really want to find out this way? So I was like, alright, here it goes. I went out there, I handed it to her, we went to a room, she took out a pregnancy test, and she's like, oh, honey. And I was like, what? And she did another one, and it came out positive again. So she was like, it's saying that you're positive, it's saying you're pregnant. And I was like, what? I was like, oh my god. So, I like bursted into tears. I was scared, I was shocked, I was worried, and I just couldn't believe it. So, my mom was waiting in the other room, so we go out back to the other room, and I was crying. So my mom was like, are you effing kidding me? And I didn't say anything. So I sat in the room, and she's like, oh my god, I gotta call your grandma. And so, anyways, like I was saying, I sat in the room, and I was like, talking to my doctor, and like, just talking to her and telling her how scared I was. And then she sent me to the therapist room, and my mom talked to my doctor, and well, my grandma came up there that day. We were there for a while. So anyways, my mom's first reaction was not okay. We went into the car, and she was yelling at me, screaming at me, saying mean things and everything, but it's a mother's first reaction. So, I guess it's normal. So I've been told it's normal, but so I wouldn't talk to her because she was being mean to me. So I was like, if you're gonna talk down to me, I'm just not gonna talk to you. And she's like, you're a kid trying to have a kid and all sort of stuff like that. And for those 2 days, I just didn't talk to her. And then next thing I know, my family's joking around about everything. And sorry, my best friend just went up there. Okay, so um, I guess my family just started joking around about it. And I was like, alright, well, I had already made up my decision because, well, I don't believe in abortion. Like, I'm not going to kill my own baby. I don't think that's right at all. And plus, as my granddaddy has always told me, God would never put you through something you couldn't handle. Yeah. And then my mom told my grandma told my granddaddy, my mom told my sister, and my dad. My family all knows. Um, and then, you know, after I had taken the pregnancy test, I texted my best friend, and then I texted my boyfriend. And I was like, I'm pregnant, and my mom knows, and I don't know where she went because she had left the room, and I didn't see her until we got back to the car, which was like 2 hours later, because we were at the doctor's for like 3 hours, I guess you could say, after we found out. It was crazy. So yeah, I basically told him. He's like, oh my God, what did your mom say? And I was like, I don't know where she's at. He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I was like, you know, I don't know. I was still in shock. But, that's pretty much my story, um, for right now. Um, I went to the health department and they did another pregnancy test, to prove that I was pregnant so that I could take an ultrasound and do all this other stuff like that, like get WIC, take an ultrasound, um, and change my Medicaid to pregnancy Medicaid. So we went and got a proof of the pregnancy test by the health department, and they also did a blood test to try and see how far along I was. And um, they told me I was over 8 weeks, which is kind of crazy because that means I'm close to my second trimester already, and I didn't even, know, like, basically my entire first trimester. That's crazy. But, I'm going to start doing videos every week, updating and talking how far along I am. I should be having an ultrasound within the next 10 days because my Medicaid has to get approved first. And, I know I have a WIC appointment soon, and all this other stuff like that. And, well, yeah. So, feel free to subscribe.